Welcome to the weekly baseball chat with Morehead State head coach Mike McGuire. That is Coach Mike McGuire right here. And Coach, I'm Matt Schabert from Athletic Media Relations. Coach, another pretty successful week. Last week you go 3-1. Start off with a rousing victory over Northern Kentucky, who you hadn't been able to beat before in the last couple of years. So I know that had to be satisfying. And then you win your fifth consecutive series over Eastern Illinois. So let's just recap last week.
Well, it was a good week. Obviously, Northern Kentucky kind of been a thorn in our side the last couple of years. It's the first time we've played them at our place. Got rained out here last year, so it was good to play them on our turf for once. And we played well, swung the bats really well Wednesday against them, and it kind of carried over into the weekend. Obviously, against Eastern Illinois, we played very well Friday night. Luke Humphreys pitched extremely well, pitched deep into that game, and got off to a good start in the series. Disappointing starts on the mound for us Saturday and Sunday. We were able to overcome it on Sunday. We were not on Saturday, but the bats stayed pretty hot all weekend, as well as we played well defensively. And we got a couple key relief outings late on Sunday that allowed us to secure the Sunday game and win the series.
You mentioned the pitching efforts there in games 2 and 3, the starting pitching, and does that really discourage you, or do you feel like those guys can rebound pretty easily? And what do obviously starting pitching early can be a bad thing, but it also can be something you can use as a positive, because that your offense has 7-8 innings left to try to make a comeback.
Well, I think from an offensive standpoint, we've been down before. I think we've shown that we know we can come back. So in that regard, there's no quit in the dugout when we fall behind like that. At the same time, it's discouraging when you fall behind. And actually we're meeting about it as a staff today. I think one of the biggest things is, things that have gone against us on the mound, they're all fixable. It's not a situation where we don't have the stuff, we're not good enough. It's just, a little mental toughness, overcoming a little adversity, because it's going to happen over the course of a game, whether we boot a ball behind them or, you get a bad call, things like that. And obviously, Craig Piercy's pitched very well. He didn't pitch well Saturday, and we expect him to pitch better for us, going forward. And then, David Calderon, obviously it's tough. We misplayed a ball in the outfield on Sunday that, he could have got through the first inning without a run. Then we misplay a ball, and now, he's down 2-0. And, I think a sign of immaturity, not handling that adversity very well and turning that into a bad outing versus, saying, hey, I got a bad break there, but I got to go out and put up goose eggs from here on out, and it wasn't able to do that. You got to learn from it.
It's no secret that your offense has exceeded, maybe, I don't know if exceeded expectations, but obviously leading the nation in many categories, and you've got a lot of veterans on offense. One of those veterans, Clayton Meyer, who was named OVC Player of the Week this week and also the National Hitter of the Week, so some great publicity for your program. What do you contribute Clayton's recent success to?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, Clayton, wanted an opportunity and, didn't get many opportunities, and it's hard. You look out at our outfield and say, okay, Nick Newell's hitting 390. Ryan Kent's hitting, 370 as a leadoff hitter and center fielder, having a great year. Brandon Raw is a preseason All-American, and by some standards is having a down year, hitting 350 with 10 dingers. And so it's like, where are you going to play him? And, early in the year, Clayton didn't get many opportunities. He got hurt in the preseason. And, so that, negated some opportunity for him. And also, we were playing Chris Robinson in the outfield and DHing him more, so that didn't really open up the DH role. I think over the last month, Chris has caught majority of our games. That's opened up opportunities to the DH slot. And to Clayton's credit, even when he wasn't getting opportunities, he kept working, waiting on the opportunity. He's gotten the opportunity. He's taken advantage of it.
Coach, this week you had an opportunity for your club to finish up strong academically, and then you'll head to Jacksonville State, another big Ohio Valley Conference series, and always a tough series with Jacksonville, traditionally a very good program. But just talk about your team finishing strong academically, and then what you'll look for as you head into the weekend.
Well, you're right. It was a big week with finals this week. We very light on the baseball end the first part of the week. Most of our guys will be done with finals by today. We had a real short practice yesterday. We were off Monday. We'll have a short practice again today, and then take our last finals tomorrow morning, and then get on the bus to head to Jacksonville, practice tomorrow night down there. Obviously, once we get on that bus tomorrow, class is in the rearview mirror. It's the best time of the year for a baseball player because there's no class. You can put the books away for quite some time, and it's just all about baseball. And it's the most fun time of the year. And the guys equate it to like pro ball. You're just playing baseball, traveling, getting meal money, things like that they enjoy. And obviously, sometimes you're concerned not having a midweek game, and not having a normal week. At the same time, I think it came at a good time for us. We have some guys nicked up a little bit that the time off is going to be good for them. And, I have no doubt that, by the time we get down there Thursday night, practice Thursday night, that, our focus will be on Jacksonville State, who is playing as well as anybody in our league right now. I think they've swept the last two series they've played. And, they 2 weeks ago were on the outside looking in to get in our tournament. And now they've, put themselves in a real good position. And we're going to have our hands full. They've got some veteran guys on their club that, that won that tournament last year. So, they're used to winning. So, it's going to be a tough series for us.
This program, just to kind of wrap things up, you're kind of on the brink here of setting one record I know that you'd be proud of is setting the record for victories in a season. And do you just attribute that to changing the culture of this program and the veterans and the newcomers and everybody buying into what you believe and knowing that they can accomplish things like that?
Well, when I got here, I felt like the biggest thing was to change the expectations and raise the bar for the expectations. I think we've done that. I think we are senior-laden club, especially positionally, and a lot of those guys were here for the trying times. My first year here, and now we're reaping some of the fruits of the labor, so to speak. We've recruited well, and that's made us much better. But I think we went into the season with very high expectations. Felt like we were a team capable of winning 35 to 40 games. Obviously the season's not over. Certainly we're on pace. We got to keep that pace. But this team is. We haven't really even talked about the school record for wins. That's really not our goal. Our goal is we want to win that OVC tournament, and it means playing as well as we can down the stretch here and putting ourselves in the best position to do that. But at the same time, some of the things we've accomplished, it's because of the hard work of not only my coaching staff, but the guys out there on the field and the guys going, getting a taste of it last year. As a program, we made great strides in year two and realizing that, we got a chance to be very good next year, and they worked really hard and a reason for that success.
Coach, thanks for joining us again this week. Good luck at Jacksonville State.
All right. Thanks, Matt.
That is our weekly baseball chat. Morehead State head coach Mike McGuire. We'll be back next week. Join us again here on MSUEagles.com.